Good morning, everybody. This is Mike Rennick. It is Monday, May 14th. I wish I could tell you that we have a beautiful, bright, sunny day down here, but we have rain in the forecast, and it's raining a little bit. Again, I am Mike Rennick. I am the senior broker, the team leader for Team Rennick Real Estate Services. We're part of the great Keller Williams on the Water family, and very excited and very proud to be a part of that. Each and every Monday morning, I want to come with you and come at you or speak with you in terms of the latest market updates. And to be honest, this is our third week. We're still struggling for a smooth delivery. Knowing the data is one thing, but getting in a format with the tools that I've got to present over Facebook, I'm still learning on that. So if it's a little bumpy today, I apologize. You can come back within an hour, and the blog will capture all of this. It'll show you the charts. And you come back to our website or our Facebook page, Team Rennick, and you'll be able to see all the data yourself. Next week, I'm going to attempt to show the charts live. So on Monday the 21st, the area that we elect to cover, hopefully, if everything goes smoothly, you'll see the charts. I do want to share one thing as we do this. We're, of course, going to cover Manatee County this week. That's what I promised. But we have a link that we put up, and I'm going to try to grab it. I'm going to see if I can share it. This is a live webcam, so you can see what's happening in the area here. So if I get that off the screen and I put this on, let's see if this will work. So again, that'll also be on the blog, on the website. It'll be on the Facebook page. Again, we'll capture all of this. We'll come back in an hour with a full blog, and you can see it. But if you come to that live webcam on my website, you'll be able to see what the weather's like. So we've got kind of an overcast day today, but that's okay. It's Florida. We love it down here. Wouldn't change a thing. So let's get right into the data. If we look for Manatee County, and we look at April, sales were 903 units. That's up over 10% from last year at the same time where they had 819 sales. It's down 6% from last month. I personally like to look at an longer trend to get a good feel for where the market is going and how best to behave as your broker. Because without the information that I'm presenting today and even deeper information, we're not doing the right job. So if we look at current inventory, another metric that I think is important, versus last year, the number of properties available in April is higher by 9 units. It was 3,267 in April, 3,258 last year. So it's a small increase. The number of current inventory is down 4.7% when we look at the previous month. So it's up a little bit over last year, down a little bit from last month. Of course, when inventory goes up, it helps the buyers. When inventory goes down, it helps the sellers. When we look at contracts pending, in other words, there's properties that were for sale that are currently under contract but not closed. There was an increase of 2.5% in April. We had 1,031 properties pending. There was 1,006 last month. So we're up a little bit in terms of what we have under contract from last month. When we look at it from last year, though, the exciting point up, it's 19%, a little bit higher than 19%. So last year it was, we have the 1031 versus the 866. So the good news is with pending sales, that's our future close. That's our future full sales that we'll report in the next month. So it still trends upwards. That's good news for the market. Let's look at the average sold price on a square footage basis. When we look at it and we try to bring everything back to apples and apples, and of course, 2 homes sitting next to each other or in different communities, they're not the same. There's no 2 homes the same. But when you try to bring it back to a common denominator, when we look at it, the April 2018 average price per square foot was $187 in Manatee County. That's up 5% from last month, and it's up almost 11% from last year. Excellent news. So prices are rising. That's good news in terms of sellers. When we take a look at days on the market, that's another indication of how healthy it is in Manatee County. The days on the market in April was 73. That's down almost 3% from last month. That's down 1.4% from last year. So prices are rising. Days on the market are falling. Again, good news for a healthy market. Tends to favor sellers more than it does buyers, but the fact the overall market is healthy is good for both. So let's take a look at what's happened with prices. When we look at the for sale price, the average for sale price in Manatee County last month was $504,000. That's down from the 522,000 of April of last year, and it's holding steady from last month. So prices are falling a little bit from last year. On the average price, the metric we looked at a minute ago was dollar per square foot. This is just looking at all the overall sales. So the mix of it in terms of luxury properties versus homes folks starting out in could play a big part of that. But the average sold price is going up. It's up 16.2% from April of last year, and it's up 11% from last month again. So with the prices increasing, we looked at the dollar per square foot and the average sold price, another indication of a market that could be favorable to sellers. Let's look at what's on the market now in terms of inventory. So in April last month of 2018, inventory based on closed sales was 3.6 per month. So if nothing else came on the market, to clear out all the inventory, that's about 3.6%. So when we look at from last year, or we look at last month, it was down 5.3%. When we look at last year, it's 10%. So days on the market are falling. Another indication of a very healthy market. I want to look at one last metric, and that's the absorption rate. How fast are things being absorbed by the market? So the April of 2018, the absorption rate based on closed sales was 27.6%. That's up almost 10% compared to last year, and it's up 4% compared to last month. So when you look at the metrics for a healthy market, sales are going up. Days on the market are going down. Prices are still continuing to rise. What that means is in Manatee County, we still have another market. We bottomed out in about 2012, and we continue to rise. The forecast from everything that I can see going forward says there's more of the same. So what does that mean to you? Those are just overall metrics. Manatee County is we looked at it from a broad perspective. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, we need to get down to the metrics that make sense for you. Actually down to your condo association, your subdivision, whatever. If I'm representing you as a buyer, the data will have us behave one way. If I'm representing you as a seller, the data will tell us to do something different. It's absolutely important to get the best deal for you, no matter what side of the table we're on. We understand the market, and we leverage that for your ability. Feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to do a deep dive analysis with no obligation for you. Whether you're looking to sell your home or you're looking to purchase in this area, I'd be happy to engage. I'd be happy to help. Again, we provide upscale service to all clients, no matter what price point you're looking at. Our business model says that you deserve the best, and we work hard each and every day to do that. So I want to thank you for watching. I'll combine all of this. I'll get it into a blog. We'll get it back on Facebook. We'll get it up on the website. You can take a look at the actual charts. And again, next week, if technology treats me well and I figure this out, I'll actually be able to show the charts. And that's what my goal is, so you can see the same data I'm looking at. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week. And in closing, please let me know how I can help.